Like, how did you start hooking up with a sub, bro?
Well, it was my senior year. How we started dating was because basically I was dating.
Yeah.
She was like, I need you to do me a favor. What is it? I need you to go get a girlfriend.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Like, he needed a decoy.
And then one day she was like, well, my parents are leaving to Mexico. You
What?
can come over. I was like, well, I can't come over. You got to take me because
I don't got a car.
can't drive. Next day, kid you not, I was the first one there.
What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Public School Stories, episode 7 with Senseless Inc. and my boy No Limit Kid. Today we have a fucking surprise for you because I got some of my schoolmates, my boys that I went to school with and did some maybe illegal activities with. This is my boy Swear, Bust, and Hayes. You motherfuckers say what's up?
Hey, what's up? What it do, baby?
We all went to the same high school, but we also went to separate ones, and we also went to some of the same middle schools. Like, these guys went to the same middle school. Me and my boy went to the same middle school, and actually No Limit went to the same middle school that we did. So we got some similar experiences.
Isn't it crazy how the universe aligns the stars, right? It's pretty crazy, man, but we have a lot of great stories to share with you, so hopefully you guys are tuning in. We are going to do our best to entertain you and not get too fucked up, because Lord knows I have to work tomorrow.
Yep, I got work too. Shit.
All right, so off the bat, is there any crazy stories that you guys remember that that were like memorable off the bat? I mean, I remember when we went to school, we had that Mexican walkout day.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, we went to Valley High in Santa Ana.
Yep.
And one of the crazy memories that I had from that school was that day that everybody walked out a couple days before school was out, and all the security guards tried to stop everybody, but
all
the
of a
kids
sudden
were
they
like
stopped giving a fuck.
zombies.
They're like, all right,
Yeah,
whatever.
but they knocked down the fence because everybody they were trying to stop us, and they knocked down the whole fence, and kids all fucking escaped. All the teachers were pissed. No kids were in school. It was pretty crazy.
But what was the situation? Why did we leave the school? Because all I recall is just follow the crowd. Literally just follow the crowd.
Mexican independence.
Yeah, it was something to do
Everybody
with
was
Mexicans. It was
protesting.
like a day without a Mexican protest, but I don't think anybody really knew why. We were just doing it because it was like fuck school. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody like.
When he was gonna leave school, you're like fucking rebel, you know?
Yeah, nobody really fucking like Mexicans. What? Like, no, we were all Mexican. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. We were like, ditch school, fuck it. Yeah, that shit was pretty fun though.
Another regular day, just fucking ditch school.
I did too much.
All right, let's see. Did you guys? What about one of the first topics that we usually have is sweethearts, which this was probably gonna have to drop the mic because his girl's not letting him talk about sweethearts. Now he met his girl in high school. Yeah, dude, he's like one of those guys.
Yeah, apparently I don't have any sweethearts until I met my current significant other. So what passed? Yeah. Like I said to you before, I am not incriminating myself today, so count me the fuck out. Next.
I guess we can't talk too much about sweethearts. Everybody paired up and shit. But did you guys have any crazy times you were sent home, expelled, or fucking suspended?
So many, dude. Like, one of the stories that I remember is when we left. Actually, we were gonna get in a fight with another crew back then, and all of us like got together during lunch, and we started getting chased by the security guards, and
yeah, they would chase us all over school. Like, we'd have like different groups too, like set up that you'd try to like sneak into, but they'd basically do laps around school, like fucking looking for us and shit. That shit was pretty funny.
it was crazy.
Do you have any crazy suspension stories?
Nah, I never got suspended. So
You're a liar. You never got suspended. What about, remember, you're the motherfucker that got in a fight with that guy just because he was wearing the same shirt as you.
I never got suspended over that.
You never got suspended for that? Like,
I always got my ways to get out of shit.
yeah, dude, I'm like, you did as much trouble as I did. I got suspended so many times.
I just did it the smart way though.
That's good though. Like, when you're in high school and you're able to like think smart, you know, kind of like an adult already. That's pretty clever, you know, because in high school I wasn't that smart, you know. I was getting caught doing some dumb shit sometimes.
Yeah, I actually just, you know, since I think I was the only fucker that graduated from Valley from there actually.
Really?
Yeah, from all the crew and stuff.
Well, yeah,
So,
this fool was he was he was he was NJROTC. So this motherfucker
for
he
a
was
bit, that was all decoy.
yeah, dude.
That
you
was all
remember that
decoy.
shit?
That was all decoy.
Yeah, dude.
that shit for a week.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
hey, no, it's cool. It's cool.
Do you
It's cool. No,
remember
it's cool.
that
Hey, but like I said, that was all decoy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
shit, for real.
Because, dude, this motherfucker, I remember one time that we're all kicking it, and this fool didn't wear his fucking uniform, and his, like, fucking general. There was this big black dude that was like a drill sergeant or something
Right.
for him. Starts grilling him, like, where the fuck is your uniform? And this fool's in front of us, so he had to hold face in front of us. So he starts cussing this motherfucker out. Now they're just fucking going at it. He's like, fuck you, I'm not wearing my uniform. Yeah. And so he's like, oh, man, I'm getting in a lot of trouble for that, dude.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to fit in, please. I swear to God.
Yeah. Something like that.
Mr. Oxdorfer. Our teacher one time pulled up to us and he was like, hey, Mr. Marquez, you did great last semester in language arts, you know, or English. You got an A or some shit. He's like, you going to come back next semester? And I was in front of all these fools. I was like, heck no, I'm not going back. What the heck? And we all just started laughing and shit. Like,
Too cool for
playing it
school.
off.
Too cool for school. Man, one of my most memorable moments was the one time we were all chilling outside of school. I think it was after school. Remember Prieto?
Yeah, did
Your
you
best
arrest
friend?
me?
Yeah,
it was
fucking random, dude. Yeah, it was random.
That's when
but
it
at
was-
the same time we were up to no good.
It
as
was Marshall's
always.
birthday, and we jumped him because it was his birthday. Because just tradition, you know what I mean. Whenever it's somebody's birthday, you beat the shit out of them for no reason.
Right,
We beat him up. So fucking everybody's beating him up. I'm gladly joining the party.
We have to
yeah,
partake.
we're just bodying
We have
him.
to
We're just
partake.
bodying him. But I'm the last one to notice the cop pulling up. So everybody runs. I didn't notice. I'm still punching this motherfucker, dog, when the cop pulls me off of him. And I turn around and I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah.
Sir, it's not what it looks like. I swear to God.
This is my friend, I promise. It's my friend. Yeah, I got in trouble for that one. I was really close to getting suspended or expelled for that because also his sister worked for like the front office.
He didn't say that they were just fucking around.
No, yeah, he knew exactly what was going
Right,
on, but
right.
he was like, you fucking idiot. You can't just beat your friend up because it's his birthday. You know what I mean? Like,
In
you're still-
fact, let me check your backpack.
did he?
And
Did he
yeah,
check my
so
backpack?
Because of that, that led to you getting
Yeah.
right, and then da 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 da.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. It was over. It was over. I do remember. I
It
do
was
vaguely
over.
remember that. I shouldn't say names, but anyway, blank that.
And then homeboy, I remember
No,
Sense coming
she,
back the
She
next
saved
day.
my life though. She's the one that put in word for me and like tried to make it so that I didn't get fucked with. But if it wasn't for her, I probably would have gone expelled. What was in my backpack and beating up her
But
brother?
weren't you like incriminated and you?
I ended up getting suspended later, but I think that was no expelled.
Didn't they classify you as AKA gangster?
Possibly. No, I wasn't. Oh, I was on gang terms.
You're
So,
full of shit. You
I-
lied to me. You lied to me.
I was on
the
gang
truth
terms.
comes out
What are you
15 years
talking
later.
about? What are you
We can't be
talking
friends.
No,
Dude, I'm
they
telling
put-
my son all these crazy stories.
No, they put me
Fake
on
news,
gang
fake
terms. They
news.
put me on gang terms because of it.
True,
Because
true,
I was
true.
on. They got me for all that graffiti shit. And if you're in graffiti or any of that shit, you're still gonna go see the same fucking person, which is fucking Mona Reese, the main graffiti investigator and
right.
gang unit fucking lady. So yeah, that bitch fucking fucked me over a couple times. But I was.
Saying these stories, like telling me these stories a long time ago.
Yeah,
When I first
dude.
met this fool, he would talk about all of y'all, you
Right,
know.
right.
And he'd be like, I can't wait to, you know, fucking take you over there or something, show you, introduce you to the homies and shit.
Yeah,
When he had
dude.
Way
Blue
back
Impala,
when.
remember?
I remember the blue Impala.
yeah,
right.
dude,
Didn't you
I-
have a blue Honda?
No, I've never had a Honda.
Who would pick us up with the blue Honda? I remember taking my first bong hit.
Okay, that was somebody
That's a
else's
crazy
car.
story. So the homie Sense actually introduced me to the very lovely Mary Jane. And my first bong experience, I recall we woke up early and we were up to no good, of course. We had a couple cans in our backpacks, to say the least. But
We went to
homeboy
the
whips out the
riverbed.
bong, and I'm like, holy shit, what in the contraption is that, right? So homeboy starts packing it, and I'm like, oh shit. He's like, you want to hit it? And I'm like, low key, I'm nervous, but I'm down. So boom, I hit it, right? We get to school. And I kid you not, we're all sitting in the cafeteria lounges and the tables, and all I recall, bro, is I blink, and I was somewhere else. Like I was in a different table, right?
Yeah, you're
And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And I blink again,
Spinning.
and I had teleported somewhere else.
This fool got in a
And I was
K-hole
like,
with
what
fucking...
the fuck? No way. And I blink again. Homeboy, I'm somewhere else. And I'm like, yo, I can't do this. I'm too high. Right? So then I'm like skateboarding. I have my board on me, right? So I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. This is not normal. Something's happening. So I start skating home without realizing that I'm skating home. Because every time I'm blinking, bro, I'm somewhere else. And I'm just having like these fucking like episodes. Point purposes, bro. Like I wake up and I'm laying on my couch watching Scooby Doo. Bro, yeah, I teleported home. And that was my first bong experience.
That's so
Thank you,
funny,
Sense. That was
dude.
wonderful.
You're welcome, dude.
Oh yeah, did you know you
Mary
smoked them out for the first
Jane.
time? And shit?
Possibly. I mean, you don't give somebody
I'm
their
in
first
love
bong
with
hit
Mary
without
Jane.
knowing it's their first bong hit. You know, you're just like,
She's
dog.
my main
Oh,
thing.
but one of the smoking stories that I remember with you is that we went to the riverbed and you had a pipe that was like really fancy. It was cool. And back in the day, you're old, you're younger than 18. You don't come across very many glass pipes. You're like smoking out of apples and soda cans. But you had this really cool pipe and some weed that you had gotten. So this is like already like the 6th, 7th time we had been smoking. And we go to the riverbed. We ditch. We go to the riverbed. We're down there fucking smoking, like right under the bridge, just like sitting down. So there's like bikers passing by us, you know? We both got our skateboards, and I get so stoned that I can't open my eyes. Like my lids are so heavy. I'm like laughing, like, bro, I can't open my eyes. Like, this is fucking crazy.
And
right?
if you know Sense laughs at everything.
Yes. Okay. When I get nervous, I laugh, especially when I get nervous, right? So this freaking homeless guy on a fucking bike cruises by us and slows down. And we're like, oh shit. Immediately this fool gets sketched out. And he goes, pick up your board, bro. This fucker does anything, we beat the fuck out of him with our skateboards. I'm like, all right, we got this, you know? So this fucking guy turns around and he comes near us again, but he kind of sees that we both got our boards, like, what, you know? So he kind of just cruises by us, like at a distance, and like rocking his head up and down, like, all right. But as he makes it past us, this guy freaking sees a bulge out of the back of his pants. And he goes, oh fuck, he's got a gun. And he just starts running up the riverbed. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm trying to run behind him, right? But while I'm running up the riverbed, I had those fucking big ass Osiris fluffy shoes on and shit.
My favorite.
So they freaking, one of them falls off. And I'm trying to run up the riverbed. Now we're both just fucking stoned. And I'm like, fuck my shoe. And he goes, just leave it. And I'm like trying to go down. And he's like, give me your hand. And we're all here having this fucking crazy like fucking moment. The homeless guy is still at the bottom just looking up at us like, what the fuck are
is
these
wrong with
guys?
these fools?
Like, what's wrong with these
Gets
guys?
caught, and he's like fucking freaking out, and the lady's trying to help him.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
We're just having a super intense moment. The homeless guy was just high
I
as
vaguely
fuck.
remember that.
It could have been like a newspaper or something, like, you know
Right.
what I mean? Like, dude.
Leave me behind.
And another one of the crazy stories that I remember, it might have had both of you guys in it. We were at a ditch party. Like, people were ditching, and there was probably like 80, 100 people at this party.
Was this across the street from
Oh,
Valley?
you were definitely there, because that was the party where I fucking lost the CD case. They had Scarface and all my Bone Thug CDs because it fell in the neighbor's yard. And they had like pit bulls because, okay, when the cops got there, everybody, like these 100 kids, dude, just fucking run out of the house.
The party.
Okay, the party was K and D basically fucking through the party.
Okay, Bones and the homies.
Bones and
Smokey.
the homies, yes. So they all freaking had this really big ass one. I remember we got to the party with Ghost and a couple of the girls from. We jumped in the truck with somebody.
Right.
Yeah, you might have been there too. Yeah, dude. Oh, it was that one time that one of those fools got from got fucked up and he accidentally ran into the sign at the house and he fucking like broke a big ass parking thing. I don't remember. It was a big ass sign in front of the house that he ended up running into. Everybody was fucked up. But the thing that I remember is that when the police got there, kids fucking jumped out of the house in every direction.
Yep.
And
that was one of them too.
Dude, yeah, everybody did. We all did. Dude, me and this fool fucking hopped on the fucking bridge on the wall, started running, and then hopped into the neighbor's house, and the neighbor lady was just letting people run through her house. She was just like, go, go, go. But while I was doing it, my CD case, it had like my DVDs and my CDs, it fell on the other side of the wall, and there was like 3 Dobermans like just rah rah, and I was like, fuck, there goes my CD case. But we run. I remember you were like, come here, come in these bushes, come in these bushes. So we hide in these bushes, and a cop passes by slow as fuck. You remember that shit, dude? And there's like 3 of us in these bushes, dude, just fucking waiting for this cop to just pass by slow as fuck. And when we do, this fucking other kid just fucking hops out of a bush like a gazelle, just boom, and books it that way. The cop goes after him. Hayes goes, let's go, let's go, let's go. And we made it all the way back to Hayes' house from the fucking party, just like evading the police all the way there, dude. That shit was fun.
Shit.
You remember that shit, right?
I was in the back. I was fucking drinking. All of a sudden, I heard the cops, and everybody fucking stayed quiet. And all of a sudden, he's coming. And all of a sudden, everybody started fucking spraying. I was one of them, dude. I fucking hopped the fence. I jumped over. Boom! I fucking fell. I turned around and the fucking neighbor came out with the freaking bat. Like, what are you doing here? And I was like, fuck! So I had to hop the.
It's not what it looks like.
Not what it looks like. Just trying to get away.
15 more kids killed.
Boom! Boom!
I told you, it's not what it looks like.
Dude, it looked like fucking. It looked like a fucking zombie movie, bro. Everywhere you looked, somebody was running in a fucking police car behind them, dude. It was like the Wild Wild West. It was so crazy. That was one of the funniest fucking, like, one of the old, that was one of the last house parties I
Was that during the day we ditched, right? Or
yeah,
was that
was
at
during broad daylight.
Because I remember the same scenario, but at night at Santa Ana Riverbed. There was a party. I'm not sure if you guys went, but it was a abandoned, not an abandoned house, but it was abandoned. Yeah, I think it was up for sale.
But it was a house. It was a house that was right next to the riverbed.
Right.
So you would hop over, and the riverbed was right on the other
and
side.
so then obviously the neighbors called the cops, and it's a group of kids just partying, getting fucked up, droga, sexo, alcohol, todo, right? And I kid you not, the cops come in, and everyone is running to jumping fences to the back, and we jump into the riverbed, and we just scram, bro.
Yeah.
And I remember. It was me and I don't know who else. We got away from the cops. We went around the riverbed and back into the neighborhood because there goes my ride. I don't have a ride. I need to go home. And so me and homeboy are walking through the neighborhood, and we're approaching the house. And I kid you not, we pull up, minding our business. Not like I've had nothing to do with them. We don't know them, right? And there's a lineup of like 20 kids, bro, just lined up. And the cops are searching everyone, right? And I recognize like 2-3 of the homies, and they're like, "Oh shit, there's Hayes." I'm like, "Bitch, who's Hayes? Run, right? What? Don't incriminate me.
I don't know you. What the
I don't
fuck?
know you."
I think I got a class with him, but that was like 2 years ago.
Yo. But another crazy, one of the most craziest experiences I had with Sense. Going back to the riverbeds, something on the riverbeds, man. Fucking
the riverbeds
bro.
were a fun place to go. Yeah.
So I remember, I think we were in Godinez. And I think they were doing construction at Valley, so we had the opportunity to, open or be at Godinez High School, newly constructed. We fucked it up.
No, I think I got expelled from that school right before that. So the year before I had to go to Godinez, I got kicked out of that school. So you guys got to go to Godinez. I never did.
Then it was
right when it was brand new.
Then it was Valley High.
Yeah, it was like the year before everybody went to Godinez.
So we decided.
Yeah.
So we decided to take a day off, right?
and I had a marker.
Yeah, so we got high that day. We were smoking, and we had our skateboards, so we went down to the riverbed. And of course, Sense has his marker, up to no good as always. And we decide to start just tagging up the walls.
And it's funny because he's
on
like
the
showing
riverbed.
me, because I'm like tagging, and he's like, weak. Let me show you how it's fucking done, bruh. And I remember him like just fucking like writing, and he's like halfway through his name. He's written like the H and the A, and he looks up and just fucking tosses the marker and just starts running. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm faded as fuck. I look up, and there's 2 cops basically like swarming in on our position and shit. So I'm like, oh fuck, but I wasn't gonna leave that marker. I really love that marker. So I had to fucking find the marker and the top because this motherfucker threw them both and shit. So I picked them up.
I panicked.
And then you definitely panicked because it shows the story is not over, bro. We fucking run behind like the wall so they can't really see us. I guess they didn't notice when we ran up the side of the riverbed on the other side. They must have thought that we were still behind that wall.
Right.
Because we make it up the other side and we hop a fence that's pretty easily to hop, and then we come across this fence that's like twice as big. Like you can't hop it on your own. We're kind of stuck there. And immediately Hayes goes, go like this, put your hands like this. So he runs, he grabs my hands, I fucking throw him over. Boom, he fucking latches on and he jumps over. Now I'm on the side of the wall going, hey, how do I get over?
Give me your hand.
No, I remember this fool just goes, just jump, fool, just jump. And he just
You have the height.
Yeah, dude, I was like, what the fuck? And it took all my might, dude, but I fucking ran and like latched on with my fingers and pulled myself because of the adrenaline. I was able to get over that shit.
And as that's happening, a chopper pulls
Oh yeah,
up.
dude. No, that chopper wasn't even there. Okay, so we get to the freaking, we catch up to each other, and there's a Taco Bell at that corner on Harbor.
Right.
We hide in the Taco Bell. We fucking get some food. We eat, and we're like, we can't go back that same street. Let's go all the fucking way around and come back on that other bridge. So we walk down Harbor and we get to the other bridge and we look over at the other bridge and there's like 5 cops and a helicopter circling the area, and we're watching it from the other bridge. And we're like, look at these motherfuckers, they're looking for us, yo. That shit was crazy as hell.
That was an
dude.
experience, man. I'll never forget that. Nostalgia much.
That was
Thank you for
funny
the
as
memories.
fuck, dude.
Yes.
Another funny story I have about Hayes is one time I was walking. It was me, my ex, and her friend, and Hayes was with us. And as we're walking by school, it's already like 3-4 hours after school. We've been chilling and shit. We see a go-kart with a bunch of computers on the back, and they're not new computers. They're all like those big old bulky computers. And Hayes sees the cart and he goes, yo, let's go jack this shit. Only I'm with my girlfriend and she's like, don't do that dumbass shit. And fucking Hayes gets mad. He's like, you're a little bitch, bruh. And he fucking runs over there and fucking grabs that motherfucker, dog. He fucking puts it in drive and just goes, bing. As soon as he freaking takes off, the fucking door that he's right next to busts open like boom, a fucking gym teacher, dude, right behind him, hauling ass. Like, this motherfucker has something to prove. Fucking Hayes turns around and he's like, oh shit. At the same time,
It's not what it looks like.
Hayes got long ass hair too at the time. So this fucker, like, he's driving, he fucking sees the teachers chasing him. He goes, oh shit. He drives straight into a fucking curb, goes boom, boom. Like, dude, the computers go flying everywhere. I just see his fucking hair fly everywhere. He hops off of that shit and just starts running. And me and the girls are still like kind of walking by the exit. So this fool has to run right past us. As he run right past us, he goes, you're a bitch. And the teacher's right behind him. And they're like, he's like, you know this guy? We're like, nah, dude, we're just walking by. So he keeps on running after Hayes. And it's like on the side with the PE area. So there's a long ass fence that you could see for like a mile and a half. Yeah. So for this mile and a half, we watch Hayes and the teacher run. Just like, boom, dude, you could see him all the way across the block. It took him like a good 5 minutes.
He chased your ass forever.
He caught me. He caught up to me. Fuck, dude.
Dude, it was a fast ass PE teacher.
Yeah,
he was a young cat, dog.
He went off on me,
dude,
too.
When he hauled ass behind him, dog, he was like, boom, like I saw freaking like the leaves and shit lift up behind him, dog.
Bro, he was
like zing, dude.
He was
like,
livid, yo. He was mad. He was like, you know what I could do to you? I can beat your ass if I want to right now. I'm like, sir, it's not what it looks like. I thought I told you that the first time. And you know, he saw me. I had long hair. I fucked up, but I'm not a bad kid. At least I don't look like it, right? Something no good. You know what it is. You've been a kid. So he let me go. He was cool about it. He's like, I don't ever want to see you around my place again. I go to school here, sir. No, he was really cool. What? He was pissed, but he was cool. He let me go. He could have called the cops.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, he could have called
the cops. Because I legit was trying to get away with it. So it's on me. I apologize to you if you somehow, some way come across this podcast. Thank you.
Sorry. Dude, I remember.
It's not what it looks like.
I
Till
remember
this day.
a story that I have with Bust in it was when I was we get to school early and FaZe has a fucking spray can with like a new Astro tip on it. Yeah, and he's like, dude, I want to do a roll call against that wall with the pool in the back where, you know, like if you sit for PE, that's like that fucking thing that you see. And it was pretty early, so we were like, fuck it, let's do this roll call. We'll have some lookouts. So we had one of these fools. We had one of these guys fucking, I think it was you that was holding lookout for the PE spot.
Yeah, by the pool.
And then Marshall was like on the freaking, like the parking lot side.
Yeah.
And I was like right next to FaZe, kind of like looking right behind him. And FaZe just goes in and starts just freaking doing everybody's name from like one side of the pool to the other. And he's just going in. Big ass fat cap, dude. It's going to be all you can see during PE.
I remember that shit.
Next thing you know, we hear a and we're like, what the fuck? We turn around from the grass area. We have the janitor though. He's the janitor. He's not the security guard, but he's the motherfucker that has to clean that shit. Dog, he looked like fucking Mario from Mario Kart. This fool, he looked like Mario from Mario Kart, and he's just coming in like, rah! And I'm right next to FaZe, so these fools don't look suspect because they were kind of keeping guard from far away. They were supposed to let us know if anything happened. And so they were cool. Me and FaZe had to run like right next to each other. And what saved us is that we had to run through the parking lot. And that fool was on a go-kart. So we just hopped a couple of curbs and we just saw this fool smash the fucking car and like blah, blah, blah. He didn't make it. So I ran. I had a backpack full of cans. I threw it under a car. And FaZe had the genius idea like, yo, let's change shirts. And I'm like, okay, cool. I was panicked. I'm like, let's change shirts. He goes, you see, they're going to be looking for a guy with a blue shirt and with a white shirt. And I'm like, FaZe, we're still two guys with a blue shirt and a white shirt. Like, there's not. But he's like, nah, don't even trip. But then I thought about it. I'm like, the guy with the white shirt was the one writing on the wall. He was like, don't trip, fool, don't trip. You're gonna be all right. I was like, this motherfucker, we never got caught, but I thought about it later, like, why did he want to change shirts?
Now you know why. And remember the one time we were gonna pick up George to go to school? And then we were heading up in front of the
I was
house.
going to bring that story up next.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. That we used to waste a can. We used to waste a spray can like on the way to the homies pad and then on the way to school. We used to like paint all the way there and then all the way to school like every morning. That was like our routine. So one time we wake up and it's extra foggy. And normally when it's foggy in Santa Ana, like they don't see you off the streets. You know what I mean? You could be painting on the sidewalk and the cars will pass by you and not even be able to see you because of the fog. So we're in there. So we get to like a neighborhood before FaZe's house and we're riding. The fog is barely starting to lift. So you're barely able to fucking see good, you know? Yeah. And I tell Bus like, yo, keep through, Chaz. You know what I mean? I'm about to paint. He's like, all right, cool. I got you. He kind of like stands in front of me and I start painting. And I just kind of feel like this weird fucking feeling. And I look over and there's a cop just standing there and Bust just frozen like this. But what was perfect is that he was standing in the perfect place where if he didn't move, the cop couldn't see me painting. You know what I mean? So he was just kind of standing right there. Like he didn't move. He didn't go like, yo, cops or anything. Cause like that would have made it too obvious.
That would have triggered everything.
Yeah. So he just kind of stood there and I was like, oh shit. And I put the can down and luckily there was a park right next to ours. So there was like a little cut that you could take and it'll get you straight to the park. Yeah. The cop kind of like took off. And we fucking booked it into the fucking park. And I don't know what was up with the cop because he didn't stop us right away. But now he's turning his light on. And it's still dark out. So he needs that light. And we're like hiding behind trees. And this cop is like fucking like flashing his lights. Like trying to look for us and shit. And we're just like, oh fuck yeah. Dude, don't move, dude. Just being ninjas behind the trees. Yeah, dude. And we fucking finally got to FaZe's house. And we were scared as fuck. Like, yo, this shit just happened. Yeah, that shit was wild, dude. If it wasn't for him standing there, I would have got caught red fucking handed. Like the cop just pulled up at a perfect moment.
Yeah, I knew if I made a sound, that would have triggered everything. It would have been ass.
Yeah, that shit was wild, man. That was
You had the wall in front of you, so you either had to go left or right.
exactly. Yeah, and the right was a major street, and if we would have started running that way, it was just an easy left for him, and he would have pulled up on us. So, dude, that was one of those close moments that we were like, oh
Really,
shit.
really close.
Yeah. Me and fucking Bust used to chase motherfuckers through Villa del Sol and shit
Oh,
a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
times. Remember when I got into it with that Fugreñas? I don't know. I don't know if that was around the time. This is one of the most embarrassing. We're talking about embarrassing times. We could bring that up next as a topic. One of the most embarrassing times I had in school.
No, that one was a good one.
I got in a fight and got punched in my fucking cheek, and the next day, like, my cheek was like fucking 4 inches big, and the homies were telling me like, "Oh, you look like that guy from the commercial that got beat by mosquitoes and shit." Dude. Like, for like 3-4 days, I had to rock this fat ass bulge, and I felt like I won the fight, which was the worst part, because I fucked him up, but I looked way worse than he did the next day, dude. It was all bad. Yeah, dude, he didn't look as bad as I did, but I was like, I won, I promise.
That's not what it looks like.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking fights.
Fights.
Remember that fight when when somebody wanted to go pick me up at my class? I was in computer lab, and all of a sudden, like, this fool like comes through and like, hey, these fools are here in the freaking at school. It's like, what? I was like, fuck them. Like, where they at? Like, let's go. And then it was me, it was Hayes, and there was someone else. I can't recall. We see both of them walking by, and they're like, hey. I was like, what? And then we threw up our freaking crew.
Yeah.
And he threw his crew, was like, fuck your fucking crew. And then but that time, there was a fat guy, and there was this fucking tall ass motherfucker. Fucking tall ass motherfucker decided to fucking come. I was like, all right, whatever.
Like, hey, not you, not you, the other guy.
I was like, fuck him.
Hey, giraffe, chill, fool.
And I turned around and I told Hayes, hey, Hayes, that fool fucking jumps in. Are you going to jump in? He's like, yeah, I'll jump in. And he was ready to fucking go. He took off his freaking backpack and shit, and he was ready to go if the other fucker jumped. But I was just fucking going at it with the fucking guy. And that motherfucker was tall, so he was pushing me down and fucking sucking me in my stomach. I was like, ugh. I was fucking taking that shit. Like, all right. He started walking back away again, and I was like, hey, fuck your crew. And he comes back again, and it was like, oh, fuck it. Hayes was ready. He was just fucking ready to fucking go, but it was just a 1-1 and shit. Remember that shit?
I will say, man, Swear is one of the hardest motherfuckers around. He doesn't give a fuck who it is, how big you are, how big your dick is, no homo. This fool will step the fuck up and, hands up, let's go. So this one time, it's me and the crew, the homie Swear, my brother Easy, the homie Bones, and I'm not sure who else was there,
We're
but
about five
heads, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're good kids, we up to no good, but we have good intentions. We're not dicks, we're not cowards, so we're not. Yeah, we are. At that point. So we come across a different crew, but it was one head, right? We could have easily jumped homeboy, but no. Swear goes up to him. He goes, "Yo, where you from?" Right? He throws up his crew. We threw up the crew. He's like, all right, well, 1-on-1, let's get down. Fuck your crew, right? So they start getting down. Of course, Swear fucks him up. We're celebrating. Success story, right? We're walking home.
Dude, he fucking knocked out. Boom.
Right. Yeah. So
Straight back.
So next thing you know, right? We're fucking minding our business.
Kept walking.
We're walking. Right. Like 10 minutes later, we're on. What are the cross streets? McFadden and like say, for example, so Anyway. Point and purpose is,
By that church,
I
remember?
kid you the fuck not. 2 cars pull up right next to us. Right. Full speed, bro. You jumped my homie. Yeah. Boom. Bro, all the doors open up. The trunk opens up. Fucking 10 heads with bats. We're like, what the fuck? You jumped the homie.
We were fine. We were fine.
And they start fucking attacking us with bats. Everyone spreads out, right? And yeah, bro, like after that, I just recall running down round into the neighborhood, and I'm by myself. And I see I recognize one of the cars. And I run into the neighborhood, and I see one of the cars approaching me, and I jump into someone's house, and I'm hiding behind a bush, and these fools are just slowly. I'm like,
Looking
man,
for him.
I'm by myself. There's 5. I know there's 5 heads in there because there's like 6 heads in that car because there's like 3 in the back, 2 in the front, and 1 in the trunk. Right? These motherfuckers motherfuckers in the trunk.
That shit popped open and 3 of them came out.
Guess who's in the trunk? Guess who was in the trunk? Guess who? The guy who got beat up.
Yeah.
That
the fucking
motherfucker's
bat.
in the trunk. So then I'm like, fuck, I'm by myself. I'm gonna get served. I'm fucked. I wanna throw up. Right? So then, holy shit, they went around. They didn't see me. Great. So I go deeper into the neighborhood. I'm almost home. I'm like, fuck, I'm safe. But where the fuck are the homies? We ain't got no cell phones. That shit didn't exist. And the next thing you know, I'm like, oh my god, there's no fucking way out. So luckily, dude, there was this guy doing mechanics on his car with his son, and I'm like, yo, can I hide behind your car? There's like a group of people that are gonna come at me and they're gonna fuck me up. Just do me this solid, 5 minutes. And the dad's like, no, we don't want trouble. And the son, he was like, Dad, remember the time where I got my ass beat? Like, no, like we need to do him a solid. And he's like, where do you live? I'm like, oh, I live across this, 5 minutes from here. He's like, oh, you're from the barrio? I'm like, yeah, from the barrio. He's like, all right, come through. So I hid behind the car, bro, and I kid you not. These fools passed next to me, right? And then as soon as they go, they go past me. Like 5 minutes later, I run away. I get home, and my brother's waiting at the pad with the knife, and then the homies get together, and
Homie easy.
yeah. And I won't say the rest, but that was crazy. Yeah.
While that happened, I was
Tell your side of the story.
That happened. I was fucking. We were chilling, we were walking, just joking around, whatever. And we see those fucking cars, right? Boom! All the fucking doors open. You see everybody come out. That fucking fat guy coming out from the back with the fucking bat. Boom!
You told my homie.
I was like, fuck your homie, fuck you too. So we started booking it. My dumbass fucking ran to their fucking neighborhood by myself. Yeah. fucking cross the street.
That's not what it looks like.
Fucking cross the street. I turned around. These guys were going. One was going to left. The other one was going to right. I was crossing the street. I was like, fuck. All right, whatever. Fucking going to the neighborhood. I go into the apartments. I got I freaking dug down, and I see those fools just fucking running back and forth. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, all right. As soon as they fucking pass by, I'm gonna fucking dip back where they were, and then fucking no lie, fucking stick my head out. And 5 of them fucking see me. Like, there he is. And I was by the stairs. I was like, fuck. I was like, fuck you. And started fucking running. I fucking ran across the street again. And I turned back and I see the homie Bones. It's like, swear, wait for me. I was like, all right, let's go. And we fucking turned around and we started running all fucking quick and shit. We see 5 heads running after us, and we both turn around and we're like, fuck you guys can't catch us. And they were fucking pissed and fucking throw the freaking bat at fucking Bones and fucking hit him in the back. I was like, fuck.
Bones is fast as fuck.
Hell
too.
yeah. Fucking cross the street, we freaking hit behind the freaking a house. We just stay there for like 20 minutes just fucking chilling until like fucking 20 minutes later we just started walking back home and shit.
Dude, Bones is a good Bones is a good homie to have in that situation, dude. That's like one of the motherfuckers that's like, I know this fool have my corner. We're both gonna get fucked up together.
Me, he went back looking for me.
That's what's up. Yeah, Bones is a real motherfucking one, bro.
That's crazy.
That's a fucking crazy ass story.
I think were there with the freaking knives and everything.
I think
Lopileros.
Dude, I think this is around the time that my family moved to Moreno Valley, and I ended up meeting this guy because I was not around for that story, dude. But
I wish you were.
It sounds like
I wish both of you were there.
It sounds like a.
Stories when I first met this fool, like fucking this fool would always be talking about y'all and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gotta meet the homies from fucking. What do you guys hit up back in the? I don't know. I don't. Yeah, your crew. K or whatever. I think you. But yeah, this fool would always talk about y'all and shit. So.
Yes, sir.
We had a lot of fun with that.
Don't incriminate yourself.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, no, for sure.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, yeah, no.
What do you mean, you people?
I remember I was a tagger, but I was a toy as fuck. But when I met Sense, this fool was sick as hell.
Yeah.
So like he had so many stories, you know what I mean, and Yeah, it's crazy, you know, because we went to Spurgeon at the same time, but I never met this fool
Right.
until like 9th, 10th grade. I was just hitting up on my desk, and I looked to the left, and this fool's hitting up, and I was just like, man, this fool's sick as fuck, you know?
Yeah.
And it's fucking crazy now to meet y'all and shit years later and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. But y'all ever fucking have like any crazy teachers that you liked or teachers that you hated?
This guy has the best story about teachers.
Yeah? Let's hear one.
You don't have to throw out any names. But I've been talking about having this motherfucker on for a while because I've been saying, like, I got a homie that fucking smashed a substitute.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah, so this motherfucker was the talk of the motherfucking crew, dog, because this fool had her fucking buying them PlayStations when they just came out and shit. Like, she was trying to, she was trying to hubby him up, bro. Like,
Yeah, PlayStation dick.
Yo, so how did this shit start? How did you fucking, like, how did you start hooking up with a sub, bro?
Well, it was my senior year. So I started a little bit, you know, I had a late start and early dismissal.
Okay.
So I had to pick, you know, one of the subjects that, you know, to get extra credit.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, the principal told me, hey, you need to get one more class, pick whatever you want. He's like, nah, I don't want to do this shit. I just want to start late, leave early. He's like, well, you can. If you want to graduate, you got to do that shit. So I was like, all right, fine.
Graduate.
Huh?
No wonder you graduate.
Yeah, exactly.
With fucking flying colors and shit, yeah.
So kitchen I asked the principal, so what are my options? And he was like, well, you could be a teacher's aide. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I guess so. So in Valley, next to the pool, they had bungalows. I don't know, you guys remember that?
Yeah, the little fucking
The little bungalows and stuff like that. So kitchen not
trailer park schools.
Yeah, I got to class. I didn't even look at the teacher. I didn't look at nobody. Yeah. I saw a sofa. I just got there and laid down and knocked out.
And this fool showed up with big dick energy on the first day, bro. This teacher was like, oh. I mean, that's a power move. That's a power move on day one. Go. Right? Like, that just threw her the fuck off, dude.
So it was and I remember she woke me up. It was like, hey, she was like, hey, it's time to go. I was like, oh shit, what time is it? I looked up and I was like, god damn.
She's hot.
She was hot. She was like, god damn. And then she was like, how come you didn't tell me? I was like, what? That you were this hot? I would have woken up earlier.
Oh, this one had the rinse. This one had the rinse in the first couple sentences, bro. Like, what?
Kid you not, man. If you're watching it, well, I gotta say, okay, you know, it was a good time. I
highly doubt she's gonna be watching right now. Maybe one day this
maybe,
episode
you know,
will get dug
I'm just
up.
saying, you know.
I only get
I'm
like
not gonna
30 views right now, but hopefully she's one of them, man.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say your name, so just FYI.
Okay,
but you know who you are.
What happened after the Riz? What happened after that?
She started giggling and everything. She's like, oh, for sure I'll be coming. This will be my first class. I'll come up. And she's like, she started giggling. The next day, kid you not, I was the first one there.
I'm so ready to learn. Just eager as fuck.
Yeah, so how we started dating was because basically I was dating.
Yeah, they started
that.
dating, bro.
I started making her laugh, and then out of nowhere, I was like, you know, she was like, damn, too bad that you're too young. And I said, well, what does age have to do with anything?
Age ain't nothing but a number, baby. That's the oldest fucking line in the. It's like a reverse pedophile. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. But she was like, oh, you got me on that one, but you know, I'm a teacher and you're a student. And I said, not for long. I only got 1 year to go.
Hey.
And she's like, she started giggling. She's like, damn. You got me thinking. And I was like, okay, but nobody has to find out. I was like, okay, cool. I'm cool with that. She's like, I need you to do me a favor. What is it? I need you to go get a girlfriend.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Like he needed a decoy. She's like, get
Yeah,
yourself,
basically.
get yourself a decoy. That way,
Yeah, it's
motherfuckers. That way, people don't think that they're together.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
exactly,
Like, yeah.
So I was like,
She was smart.
Oh, hey.
Hold on though. What happened when she caught you making out with your decoy?
she literally pulled me aside and told me off. She like, I don't want to see you holding her hand, kissing her hand when I'm passing by. So like what?
Stay away from
I stay away from her. Like, remember, she's just a decoy. And I was like, well, I was like, well, I didn't get the rules and regulations for it, so I didn't know what. So she was like, no, I'm serious.
You still game, bro. That's
I was
still
like-
game. Like
I
a
was like,
motherfucker,
goddamn
bro.
serious, like, and
What was your idea?
yeah, I told her, but that was your idea.
It's not what it
Yeah.
looks like. I gotta keep up appearances, girl. I might have to finger bang this chick at the fucking. I might have to get her at prom, dude. I might have to finger bang her at prom at least.
And then,
Fine, we'll have a threesome.
I'm not gonna fuck her without you, girl. Fuck, dude. That's so savage.
yeah. The funniest thing, Swear knew my girlfriend there, and then. And I didn't tell you the story because I couldn't let it out.
Oh, you were keeping it a secret from the homies, dude?
Yeah, because
you
I
didn't want nobody to know.
No, because that would have been triggered. You know, somebody could hear you here, and
Yeah,
fucking, that
'cause-
could have triggered something big.
Yeah, well, not only that, fools are haters, and they'll be
I know.
like, "Oh, I heard you're sucking Bus's dick. You gotta come
Yeah,
suck
exactly.
this,
No,
suck
but
this dick, or I'm snitching, bruh."
No, but the thing is, I knew everybody wanted with her. That's the
Yeah.
thing, because she was hot. Fool. She was
Yeah.
like, damn. So, you know, the thing is, like, one day she was like, I asked her, so when are you gonna go give me some extra credit classes? and could you not?
Hold on, what kind of question was that? Was that a metaphor for something?
Hey, it happened. I told her I took health class in my freshman year, but I could retake it again this year. And she started giggling, and then next
Physical
thing-
education.
yeah, seriously, man. And then one day she was like, "Well, my parents are leaving to Mexico. You can come
What?
over." I was like, "Well, I can't come over. You gotta take me because I
I don't gotta call.
can't drive."
You gotta pick me up.
You see how my checking account works?
Make sure you have Capri Suns.
Remember, hey, we didn't have Uber. We didn't have any technology that we have now. We didn't even have a cell phone.
Yeah.
The old,
That is
the
wild.
old technology we had was pen and paper. Pass the notes. Remember that?
Do you like me?
Yeah,
Yes
exactly.
or no?
Yeah, exactly.
Check yes. Check yes and send
Yes,
it back.
exactly, which is better.
Dog.
It was better because back then we would know how to write better. Like compared to now.
Right.
So, and she was like, all right, then fine then. So where do you live? So I was like, well, literally across the street. That's when I was living with TikToks.
Oh yeah. So it's right by the school. and shit,
Right
yeah.
by the school. So she went over, she picked me up, we went to her house and things happened. So I was like, damn. Then she brought me back home and I was like, nobody has to know. I was like, exactly, I know now. So then,
Dude,
the
that's
next-
really fun. You held it together for being.
he's ahead of his time.
Yeah, for being that young and being not able to tell anybody, dude, I would have been fucking telling the teacher next door, like, yo, I smashed this bitch, bro. Like, yo, like,
no, but kid you,
like, dude, that's crazy.
kid you not, kid you not, like probably like 5 years later, I met her friend, another teacher's aide from Valley. I saw her at the store, and she's like, "You look familiar." She told me, "You look familiar." I
You
was like,
smash her too?
No. No, she asked
She heard
me.
the rumors?
No, she asked me. She's like, "Did you ever have a thing with her?" And I was like, "Well, technically, I could tell you now since it's way out of hand, Omar. You know, there's no backtracking."
It's a statute of limitations,
Yeah,
right? It's a 10-year statute of limitations. You can't get arrested for a crime after 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, "Listen, I gotta get something out of my chest." I was like, I had a feeling you had something with her, and I was like, "Well," I was like, "Well, yeah, I did." And she started giggling. She's like, "Mother effer!" I knew it.
You're the risk guy.
I was like, I knew.
You were the secret admirer.
No, because she would say that she would talk about it, but she would like, I guess in the teacher's lounge.
Mystery man.
And so a mystery person. I was like, and I was like, oh, I guess you guys talked about it. I was like, and I asked her, what did she say? And then she's like, well, she was having a good time. I was like, that's legit.
That's what's up. Did she buy you a PlayStation? When did she buy you a PlayStation?
When the first came out, when they
Yeah, the real question is, what's up with that play? Dude, you don't know how much a PlayStation meant back then.
Yeah.
A PlayStation, bro. Like, dude, she was the PlayStation.
I did pay attention.
That's
Yeah, and I
fucking
remember
hilarious,
like
dude.
she met my whole family right there at Detox House, and then yeah,
What?
my mom loved her too. Like she loved her.
What?
Like she's like,
Why'd you guys break up? Why'd you guys break up?
we broke up because she
4.0.
she wanted me to move in with her,
Oh.
and I was like, no.
You didn't want to move in
No,
with
fool,
her?
I was 18, fool. I didn't know what that meant.
Ah, dog, you would have been laced out right now. You would have.
pretty much I
You would have been
probably
wearing.
But
I see this motherfucker like wearing glasses somewhere, reading a newspaper, like drinking tea and shit, with his wife going to school and fucking teaching. Hopefully, not fucking any more kids in school, because that might just be a fetish. Like, who knows, man? Like, that's wild.
But the funny moment when I took her home the first time, like my nephew was there. She's like, wait, you're my teacher.
What? He recognized her ass too.
And I was like, what are you doing here? I was like, I asked him, shut up. And I said, we'll talk about this later.
That's fucking sick, dog. That's fucking insane.
And then last time I was,
That's such a legendary shit. That's
Yeah.
definitely going in the highlights of this podcast.
yeah,
I've been trying to have the.
Number one moment.
Hey, like that's anybody's. That's why like motherfuckers be like getting in trouble for now. Like there's like kids crying like, oh my,
Every kid's
I fucked my teacher. Like what the fuck are you crying about?
well, that's what I say when I see her. Like, I remember those days. I wasn't crying.
These motherfuckers had it
I
good.
got no riz.
They didn't know how to work the system, dog.
Exactly.
He didn't know he could have had a decoy.
And that is how he earned the name Bust.
And that's why they call him Bust, yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
like,
that's so funny. How do we find a better story than that? What time is it? Do we just end on that note? Or what time is it?
That's about 55 minutes.
55 minutes. We can end in an hour. I don't know if you guys still have any other stories. But bullies. You got a bully?
Hell yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Fuck
There you
that
go.
fool. I was in fucking 4th grade, dude, when I had my first bully, dude. And after that shit, I became fucking.
That's
rock.
what makes
I was
you a
like,
savage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
the
fuck
shit. It's like,
everybody.
never again.
Yeah,
Never
it's
again.
never gonna happen to me again, right? So
That's why you start bullying people.
I
Because
was-
you're like, I'd rather be a bully than a victim. You know what I mean? That's like, you're cool when you're a bully. People laugh. You're like, hey, you saw me punk that fool?
that's why. That's why I started walking around freaking hitting up people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I ain't going to be like
Fuck
that.
you. All right, so I was in
happened?
4th grade, right? And fucking, I remember it was recess and shit. I was chilling with my homie playing soccer with the fucking ball or whatever in the fucking field. It was just me, him, and some other kid. And all of a sudden, we're with 4th graders. And all of a sudden, the 5th graders come out, and they're like, "Give us our ball." And I was like, "No, I'm not giving you our ball. We fucking playing."
That's like some original bully.
original
It's like
bully.
one of the most original bully stories
That
you
ball,
ever
dude,
heard.
when you're
and
playing
shit.
soccer and this fucker.
That this is
fucking-
definitely a
yeah,
bully
bigger
story.
kids than you to come up.
Yeah,
come up
just
to you,
fucking
like,
with you with
"Give
the
me your
ball and shit.
I'm like, "No, I ain't giving you my ball."
Yeah.
Like, "You're giving me your ball," and they fucking punch me, dude.
Oh, right in the
My
gut,
fucking
right,
yeah,
right where it takes
dude.
your air out.
Yeah.
It's like,
I was like,
bullies had like
fuck.
fucking like a know-how of how to fuck with you for some reason.
So the homie was like, "Oh, just give him the ball, dude. Just give him the ball." And I was like, fucking like, oh, I couldn't even fucking talk because I fucking hurt. And I was like, all right, fuck. They took my fucking ball. They started fucking playing soccer, and me and my homies were just in the freaking fans, just staring at
Just
them.
watching
dude.
and
I was
shit.
fucking pissed, dude. I was like, oh, motherfucker, I'm gonna get you. Like, oh, I was.
swear I'm gonna get you.
Like, one day I'm gonna be bigger. I will get bigger.
And that is how he got the name Swear.
This one's got the origins of every name and shit.
Swear. I swear. And fucking kid you not, I fucking saw him when I was in 7th grade, and I fucking told him, "Hey, you fucking remember when you fucking hit me in the stomach?" He's like, "No." He's like, "No."
Dog, in 7th grade? How many years after was that?
Fucking years.
That's
Yeah,
3
yeah.
years?
He was about to graduate. I was barely in fucking school. And I was like, "Hey,
What?
remember when you fucking punched me?" I was like, "No, I don't remember you." Well, you fucking did, and I fucking punched him back. Boom! He was like, he was in the ground, and I was like, "Oh, that's how I fucking
Yeah,
felt." I just fucking
sweet
walked away, dude.
revenge.
I fucking felt good, dude.
Dude, I had a similar thing happen to me where you guys remember Dead Legs? You know, they fucking
The
hit you
homie-
right on that fucking spot.
Oh,
You
yeah,
Get that
yeah.
dead leg, dude. There was a guy that every time he would fucking see me, he'd give me a fucking dead leg, dog. Fucking hated this guy. This was
I used to do that too.
yeah, this was fucking middle school, dog. Every time he'd catch me slipping, you know, I'd be talking to somebody, and then all of a sudden, bah, yeah. And then you're just like, oh, you're like, damn, you're trying not to cry, yeah. You know, you got tears in your eyes, trying to laugh it off and shit. So one time I seen this motherfucker chilling with his fucking friends and shit, talking. And I'm like, this is my moment, dog. Dude, I ran into this shit, dog. I didn't just like walk up to him and went, boof. I fucking got some speed, dog. And I got up to him and bah, let him have it. This motherfucker hit the ground and immediately started squealing, dog. Just fucking started screaming, bruh. Like, oh, he definitely, I got in trouble for sure, but it was so worth it. Like, it was so worth it. Like, the fucking lunch lady came over there, pulled me, took me to the principal's office. I was like, sweet revenge.
Hell yeah.
What you got? Any bully stories?
No, actually, yeah. I wouldn't say bully stories, but I got picked on. I had long hair. So if you were one of those guys that had long hair, they either called you greña, so they threw bubblegum in your hair.
What? I never knew that
Yeah,
move.
bro.
That's
So there was a
fucked
handful
up.
of times, I kid you not, where either I was, sitting down in class or I was walking through the halls, and next thing you know, like, I'd be touching my hair. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'd find gum in my hair.
What? That's a bitch move.
That is
that's
a
like
bitch
literally, that's
move.
like some shit that a girl would do to another girl. You know what I mean? Like,
No, but besides that, man,
That's some bully shit for
yeah,
sure. That's
yeah.
some bully shit.
I was really close to this girl in middle school, no, high school, and bro, I was youngin', bro. I don't know any better. I had no riz, bro. I'm a little fucking punk, you know.
Yeah.
So this guy that was close to them, for whatever reason, he just didn't like me because I would kick it with her.
Yeah,
She'd kick it
yeah.
with me.
He was hating.
And just every time he'd see me, he'd mad dog me, right?
Yeah.
But he started becoming more and more aggressive. So every time he'd pass by me, he'd literally just bump into me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the?
Yeah,
He'd
just
shoulder
straight
check
up. He
me,
just
and I'd
wanted
be
to
like,
catch
what
the
the
face.
fuck? It's not what it looks like.
Yeah.
I ain't got shit going on with
He's
her,
just
bro.
buyer. He's buyer, right?
You know? And I don't know if he was just being overprotective because I think he had a crush on her or her sister.
Oh, for sure.
But bro, like one day I just got fed up and I'm like, all right, well, fuck it, let's get down, you know. So we exchanged hooks, and that fool ended up pulling my hair.
Oh,
you know?
really?
Yeah,
Fuck.
fucking
Pre-FC.
reckless bullshit.
Did that fool have spiky hair?
Yeah,
I remember
that shit?
this.
Remember that
I
shit?
remember because during the fight you were like, he's pulling hair. He's pulling hair.
Stop pulling my hair,
Stop pulling
motherfucker.
my hair. Yeah, I remember. I was like, oh shit, yeah. This was, but you knocked his ass out. I remember you fucking
Yeah,
hitting him and
man.
him hitting the ground. Like, he didn't get knocked out, but he got knocked down. Like, this fool punched this fool. He fucking hit
Hold
the
him
ground,
down,
but then
hold him
got
down.
back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I do remember that fight. That's just
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, I remember that shit, man.
But this fool was always kicking it around bitches, dude. This fool fucking Hayes had bitches in high school, dog. I mean, never mind. Censor that. Censor that part. My bad.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. That fool fucked guys.
It's not what it looks like.
I remember this time when fucking Hayes he had my back on school. Remember that fool was talking shit and he fucking you fought him in the fucking park?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fucking
That's right.
bitch.
What park was it?
No, it wasn't Centennial. It was next to that school.
Yeah, no, I recall that, man. That was just, again, we're up to no good, and of course, you know, we want to look out for the homies and whatnot,
Fool, you
and
was
one thing led to
talking
another,
trash.
and yeah, man, that was an exciting moment.
Hayes was always a good motherfucker to have in your corner. I remember one time that I got in a fight outside of school too, and it was like some older crew shit. Like the guys that I beefed with in my crew, because I was like one of the only guys after I left these guys. I was one of the only guys from my crew in school. So I had motherfuckers waiting for me outside after school. That was just like, I would just hear a rumor like, yo, Sense, these motherfuckers waiting for you outside. I'd be talking to a chick like, all right, I gotta go get my ass beat. I'll be back. And I would go outside, and this one time, like, this motherfucker's like 18 and shit. And he's like, square up. And I'm like, all right, there's already a fucking circle forming. I start to like fucking take off my fucking sweater, and this motherfucker like rushes me while I'm taking off my sweater. Only he doesn't hit me,
Bitch move.
because right when he rushes me, Hayes jumps in and he goes, "What's up, fool?" I wait for him to take off his fucking sweater so this fool doesn't fucking hit me. But that was the day I learned, like, don't take off your sweater during the fight. You're fighting it now. You're fighting in the sweater. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, but fucking, I would have got my ass beat that day while trying to take off my sweater if it wasn't for Hayes on my corner, because he definitely stopped that guy, stopped that fool from jumping me while I was
Hayes is
fucking
a
taking
pretty,
off my sweater.
Pretty good friend to be with if you're gonna get in a freaking fight, dude. He
Yeah,
has
no,
your back.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. Like, we little and skinny, motherfucker, but we get just as crazy as any motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
What's that saying? Pocos pero locos.
yeah, that shit was wild, because we were always like the little skater crew. I mean, there was like a part of us. Like, there was some motherfuckers in our crew that looked a little bit more gangster. Like, you motherfuckers looked a little bit fucking detox, fucking 8-ball.
Wake.
You know what I mean? Yeah, a couple of the fools from the crew looked fucking gangster as fuck. And then there was like a skater section of the crew where it was like me, Bones, fucking Hayes and shit. Yeah, hell yeah. And we didn't really like dress like fucking hood and shit. We dressed like skaters, you know what I mean?
We're diversifying.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But we were just as nuts, you know? We didn't fuck around. That shit was fun, dude.
Yeah, I remember one time though, going back to fights, because that's what it was all about, right? Fucking making a name for yourself. We're walking down a street down Sullivan actually, and McFadden, and we're chilling with me, Bust, I think Detox. I don't know if it was Swear, but we so happened to bump into another Bust. Hey.
Yeah, you cannot have the same
so
name,
we
yeah.
so he was with his crew and we were with our crew.
No.
And then that's a no. When you know, you got exactly. So then
There can only be one.
So we both threw, both crews threw up their crew. We had no beef, right? We had no beef. But of course there could only be one Bust. So ultimately, like, all right, well, let's get down for the name, and I'll let you tell the story.
He's like, I'm the one that fucked the school teacher, dog. What the fuck? I'm Bust.
I busted first. You're still a virgin.
Yeah, I remember that day. It was pretty interesting because I remember we actually, I told him, how do you want to settle this? You want to settle fucking writing, fucking
Fighting. You want to just change your name so I don't have to whip your ass?
Yeah, basically. And no, and at the time I was like, whatever, I don't care. And then he was like, no, let's get down. I was like, are you sure? And I was like, okay, cool. It was Hayes. I don't remember who. I know some girls were there too, and then Big Ray was there too.
Hey, Big Ray.
Tweety.
If it's on Sullivan, he might have been there. That motherfucker live right there. Yeah.
He lives right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we hit up the corner of the one school. I don't remember that school's name. We were waiting for him. They show up, and then he just gets off the bike. And I remember he took the first swing, and I dodged it, and I hit him right in the center of his fucking eyes. Ooh. And he knocked out.
Fucked him up. It was more than just one punch to the face, bro. You fucking racked his ass up. You rocked him, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you
you realigned his face and his life, but most importantly, his name.
Yeah.
Bro, so keep in mind we had no beef with the other crew.
Yeah, exactly.
But after he beat his ass, we had beef with that crew.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Because it was that embarrassing, bro. Like, and then homeboy pulls a shank on me, and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't get in. Like, why are you trying to shag me?
And then he
I'm
comes.
Hayes, not Bus.
Yeah, his homie. Well, he wanted to get down with me, and I was like, "Do you really want to get down?" I said, "We don't have the same nickname." So that was the whole purpose of the fight. You know, sorry that I beat up your friend, but that's the whole purpose of the whole concept. Like I told him that we could settle this a different way. At the end of the day, he chose his destiny.
He chose violence.
So
He chose violence.
and the girls were screaming like they were surprised because they had never seen me fight. So I was like,
This was quiet. He's
like I really don't like fighting, but when
You know, honestly, the more I think about it, going back 5-10 years ago, 15 years ago, right when the shit happened, Bus was a goody.
yeah,
I think we changed your life.
yeah, pretty much.
So we're the ones that fucked your life up.
Just
fucking with you.
No, wait.
It's a
No,
curse.
Good thing you say that. Good thing you say that because technically you guys didn't.
Curse and a blessing.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, there's a lot of bad shit that happened back then. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit that I probably, like, thinking twice, I probably would have done different, but I don't take back anything because it made us who we are today. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be the motherfucker that I am today. I mean, I might have turned out a little different, but I'm pretty happy with who the fuck I am right now.
Right.
No one put a fucking gun and told the fucking dude.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no one put a fucking gun and told us to fucking go the path we went. You know.
No one told me to
I
ditch.
did have a guy pull a gun, and he told me you better do this. Nah,
Fine, I'll put out. What?
one more.
I don't know.
Oh, guns! Oh shit! Did anybody ever bring a gun to school? That's a pretty good fucking one.
Yeah.
Dude, 'cause
So
I remember somebody bringing a gun to our school and him putting it to somebody's head, and then the cop pulled his strap and stopped this guy from killing the motherfucker in school.
right. Yeah.
You remember that?
I
I'm
remember
not
that
putting any
shit.
names out there because I don't want to get hurt. No, dude.
It's not what it looks like.
It's not what it looks like. Dude.
Ghetto education.
Oh, you're passing the mic.
I had 2 fucking spray cans. I was in walking down the freaking aisle next to the freaking what's it called, lockers in Valley. Yeah. And I was just chilling with the homies and I was about to go fucking ride. I was gonna teach fucking school, the classes, and I had 2 cans in my pocket. He was like, "Oh, you ready?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm ready." And I left out my shirt and both of my cans right here. And as soon as I fucking went like that, I turned and right behind him was a fucking teacher and a freaking security guard. And he was like, and they fucking stared at me like, "Get him!" And I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "Fuck!" Put my shirt down, started fucking.
Dog. They probably thought he had a gun.
They probably thought I had a gun because I left my shirt. But I just see my homie. He was like, "Oh, fuck! You gotta fucking get the fuck out of here!" I fucking lift. I fucking bounce. I went out around. I got inside a freaking classroom, and the homie Buzz was like, just stay here and just chill." And all of a sudden, I see the fucking security guards pass by like crazy. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I was like, "Fuck!" And I just stayed there for the freaking rest of the class, and I didn't get caught. Lucky.
Dog, lucky as fuck. Motherfucker, the school almost got locked down because there was an active shooter and shit. Dog, that's wild.
How about any girl fights? You guys remember any girl fights?
Girl fights were some of the wildest because you'd fucking come out and there'd be hairballs on the floor. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like, there'd be like bitches just pulling hairs out of their fucking head. Like,
what was that like? Some of the homegirls, I don't know.
No
Lucero
names?
And homegirls, like.
Yeah.
Right. So, I remember one time.
That we used to call them, they were like loked out something. I don't remember what the fuck they were, but we used to be like, ladies carrying right? They'd be like, fuck you, puto, we don't fucking play like that, eh? We don't fucking play like that.
Don't fuck with my name, bitch. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, they were ready to fight, dude.
Yo, no, I remember though, homegirl, it was a one-on-one fight though, and the main head of she's racking up some bitch that was throwing up some other crew. All I remember, man, they realigned her fucking organs, bro. Like, they fucked her up.
Yeah, those girls didn't play. They were savages.
Yeah, all I
those
remember
girls
is
were
hearing bang,
fucking
bang,
savages.
bang. She was literally pulling her hair and ramming her face into the wall.
Tell me
kid you not.
why I want to have Grumpy over. I think Grumpy would be a good guest to have over
Grumpy's
because she
a
was a
homie, bro.
fucking
Grumpy's
she's
a
the
homie.
homegirl and she probably has some stories from back then and shit.
Those fucking fights are savage, dude. Fucking you go in there and try to like put them apart, you end up with fucking scratches, freaking bites.
I just thought of one. Do you guys remember that time that fucking Relic fucking punched the Little Caesars guy? I know you gotta remember the time that Relic punched the Little Caesars guy. Okay, aside from that,
the guy that with the girls.
it was a girl in the Little Caesars costume. Oh, that's another story.
Yeah.
Okay, we go into Little Caesars. We go into fucking Little Caesars right after school, and a motherfucker like is coming in. I guess he kind of trips, and one of us make fun of him or something. Like somebody laughs. Anyways, he turns around and says some shit, and he's with like 3 girls, and we're like, "Are you fucking serious, dog? There's like 7 of us."
Was he working there?
No, he was walking into Little Caesars while we were walking out. And we're like, "Are you fucking serious, homie? There's like 7 of us, and there's 1 of you. Like, you really want to talk shit right now? Like, we're trying not to fuck you up, dude, because everybody's hyper as fuck, you know what I mean? Everybody's like, dude, if you really want to do this, dog, we'll fuck you up, you know?" He gets on his fucking phone and starts fucking calling somebody, and then shit gets fucking wild. Next thing you know, I think your brother Easy was with us. Easy was the first one to crack him. You were like right behind him. And oh shit, this is when Rave was still alive.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
to
peace,
the
the homie Rave.
homies.
So I remember Rave was there because he was trying to get to the fight, but he had 3 bitches holding him up.
Yeah.
Right? So they were all like pulling on his shirt. He's trying to back his homies up. The full, like, Hayes and his brother are around the same size. And during high school, they weren't that big. You know what I mean? It's that they weren't like fucking like big cats. The dude that they were fighting 2-on-1 was bigger than both of them. Like, you could put 2 of them together and it was that one cat. So fucking these fools are like fucking double teaming this motherfucker. The Rave is trying to get to him, but these girls got him like fucking hemmed up like fucking crazy and shit. We look over to the side. There's a cop watching this whole thing.
Literally.
Just in the middle, like it's in the middle of traffic, dude. Like it's at a red light. So it's a 4-lane street. It's off of Bristol. It's a pretty big street. So it's like he's like 3 lanes in and he's just looking over, just watching this go down, bruh. So one of us goes, "Oh shit, cops!" Everybody fucking runs. Boom, you know what I mean? Everybody fucking takes off running. And I just remember getting back to the spot and Rave looking like the worst one. Rave looked like he got jumped by like 5 people. Like, yes, dude. His shirt was torn in like 5 places. He barely had a shirt anymore. And he was scratched all over his neck, all over his fucking face, on his back, on his chest, dude. Like just trying to get to the fight, trying to not knock these bitches out. You know what I mean? I didn't see him swing on any of these girls once. He was just trying to get away from them and get to the fight, but he couldn't. And then we scram cops. We look over. Everybody seen the cop looking at us. We all booked it. But damn, that was crazy.
Hood stories. Hood stories. Hood stories.
Hood stories.
Wow.
All right, that's kind of okay. Today's episode was really special to me because I haven't really kicked it with these motherfuckers in a minute. Everybody has their own lives. We all got families. We all got jobs and shit. We don't party like we used to, so we don't just freaking end up kicking it together. But we definitely got to have a barbecue or something soon where we can all fucking, just kick back. Yeah, this is some really fun stories. And it kind of like... Yeah, right. This is just so we might have to do a part 2 with Detox over here and shit too. Have Bones over. We'll have some fucking more of these. But these kind of like help validate some of my crazy ass stories. Let you guys know I wasn't full of shit with all the crazy shit that I talk about. Like
that's peak of the iceberg.
We have fun. Absolutely. They call me Senseless for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, this shit was definitely fun catching up with y'all. Thank anybody that decided to watch, dude. We're gonna try to do more. We'll come up with some more stories for y'all. If anybody has some crazy stories, please leave them in the fucking comments. We'll freaking read them on the next episode or make an episode where we just read crazy comments. But thank anybody for watching. Love y'all. Thank you guys for fucking showing up, dude.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Thank you for having us.
Next time,
Let's go.
Yeah.